So good morning one and all. So last class we are discussing about the classification of motors, armature reaction, commutation and characteristics of a DC machine. So today we are discussing about the problems regarding to the previous topics. So whatever the topics is to be discussed in previous class, so in that classes, so we have to learn about the back EMF, so which is equal to Z by N by 60 into P by A. So voltage and current equations of a motor. So in this, so first of all we are consider as a 15 kilowatts shunt generator. So because of which is to be considered for the efficiency of a motor, efficiency of a generator, efficiency of a generator. So first of all we are written as the given data. So which is equal to, so power output of a generator, power output is equal to 15 kilowatts. So this much amount of power is to be delivered to load. So armature resistance, so which is to be denoted by RA. RA is equal to 0.4 ohms, 0.4 ohms. So field resistance, so which is to be denoted by RF, so which is equal to 100 ohms, which is equal to 100 ohms. So another one is total losses is to be existing or constant losses, total losses or constant losses, which is to be denoted by WC, which is to be denoted by WC is equal to 1 kilowatts. So which is also is equal to 1000 watts, which is also is equal to 1000 watts. So the terminal voltage, so which is to be denoted by VT. VT is equal to 240 volts, 240 volts. So in this, so we can find out the efficiency of a DC generator. So efficiency means, so first of all we can find out the efficiency of a DC generator based on the expressions. Efficiency is equal to output, generator output divided by generator input, generator output divided by generator input. So first of all, what are the parameters is to be considered for the generator? So first of all, a shunt generator. So we have to draw the circuit diagram for a better understanding of concept of a given problem. We can draw the circuit diagram. So which is equal to armature is always connected across the load. So which is equal to terminal voltage VT is equal to 240 volts, which is equal to 240 volts. So load current, which is to be denoted by IL, load current is denoted by IL, armature resistance RA, and current is equal to, armature current is denoted by IA, and field current IF. So resistance of field winding is denoted by RF. So already we know RF is equal to 100 ohms, VT is equal to 240 volts. So based on the power output is equal to, so which is equal to 15 kilowatts. So 15 kilowatts. So P naught or power output is equal to 15 kilowatts. So whatever the parameters is to be represented in load side, so which is equal to V naught into I naught or IL is equal to 15,000 watts, 15,000 watts. So in this we can find out the load current. IL is equal to, so 15,000 divided by V naught. So V naught is the output voltage, which is to be represented as a 240 volts. So 1500 by 240 is equal to 62.5 amperes. So load current is equal to 62.5 amperes, 62.5 amperes. So then we can find out the field current. So which is equal to IF. IF is equal to voltage drop across armature is equal to load voltage. So field winding is also is equal to load voltage. So which is equal to V naught divided by RF. So which is equal to 240 divided by RF is equal to 100 ohms. RF is equal to 100 ohms. So these two are gets cancelled, is equal to 2.4 amperes. So IF is equal to 2.4 amperes. IF is equal to 2.4 amperes. So then we can find out the armature current. So IA is equal to, so by applying KCL in this loop, incoming currents must be is equal to outgoing currents. IA is equal to IL plus IF. So which is equal to IL or load current is equal to 62.5 plus IF is equal to 2.4 amperes. 2.4 amperes is equal to 64.9 amperes. So this is the armature current. So then we can find out the efficiency of a generator or shunt generator. So is equal to output divided by input of a generator. So which is equal to whatever the parameters of a generator. So whatever the parameters is to be given to the load of a generator is equal to V into I. So voltage into I. So divided by input. Input is equal to output plus total losses. So it is equal to output is equal to V into I. So V into I means terminal voltage or load voltage into load current. So is equal to 240 is to be multiplied with load current is equal to 62.5 divided by output plus losses. Output is equal to 240 into 62.5 plus losses. So already you know total losses or constant losses is equal to 1000 watts plus, so which is to be exhibited as a two more losses. So one is the IA square into RA losses plus IF square into RF losses. So these are the armature copper losses, field copper losses plus constant losses. So which is equal to 240 into 62.5 divided by 240 into 62.5 plus IA square. Armature current is equal to 64.9 IA square into armature resistance. Armature resistance is equal to 0.4 plus IF square. So IF field current is equal to 2.4 square into RF is equal to 100 ohms plus total losses or constant loss is equal to 1000 into 100. So we can find out the efficiency in terms of percentages. So which is equal to, so finally when we are getting 82.14%. So in this, so generally we are represented as the 15 kilowatts of shunt generator having some parameters which is equal to resistance and field resistance. So based on that, so we can find out the efficiency of a generator. So based on given parameters, finally when we get the values are 82.14%. So second one is So second one is a DC motor has a speed of 900 revolutions per minute when connected to a 460 volts supply. So the speed of a motor is equal to 900 revolutions per minute. 900 revolutions per minute. So which is to be connected to the supply. So corresponding supply is equal to 460 volts. 460 volts. So find the approximate value of the speed of a motor when connected to 200 volts. The supply voltage is to be reduced to 200 volts. So corresponding flux is also decreased by 30%, neglecting the armature voltage drop. Armature voltage drop. So in this, supply is to be reduced to 200 volts. So then flux is also reduced by 30%. Whatever the supply flux is to be produced by the field poles. So second condition, which is always reduced by the 30%. That means 70% of flux is only generated during the supply is to be given to the motor is 200 volts. 200 volts. So generally, so we know the expression back EMF is equal to Z pi N by 60 into P divided by A. Z pi N by 60 into P by A. So total number of conductors, flux per pole, N is equal to speed of the armature, 60 constant, number of poles in a machine, A is equal to number of parallel paths. Number of parallel paths. So in this, these are all parameters are constants. These are all parameters are constants. So EB or voltage, EMF is always directly proportional to phi into N. Phi into N. So initially voltage is equal to 460. 460 is proportional to, so that is the case number 1. So case 1. So 460 volts, corresponding flux is phi value multiplied with speed of the armature is equal to 900. 900. So then we can go for the case number 2. Case number 2. The voltage is to be reduced to 200 volts. Corresponding flux is also reduced by 30%. Flux is also reduced by 30%, which is equal to 0.7 into 5. 0.7 into 5. At that instant, we can find out the speed. So which is to be denoted by N2. Which is to be denoted by N2. So this is equation 1 and equation number 2. So equation 1 divided by equation number 2. Equation 1 divided by equation 2. So 460 divided by 200 is equal to 5 into 900 divided by 0.75 into N2 into N2. So these two are gets cancelled. 5 gets cancelled. So which is equal to N2 is equal to 900 multiplied with 20 divided by 0.7 multiplied into 46 into 46. So which is equal to 559 revolutions per minute. Revolutions per minute. So this is the condition, or so whenever the supply voltage is to be given to the 460 volts, corresponding speed of the motor is equal to 900 revolutions per minute. So second condition is supply voltage is to be reduced by 200, 460 to 200 volts. Flux produced by the poles are also reduced by 70%. That means 30% is to be reduces. 30% is to be reduces. So then EB is always directly proportional to phi into N. So we can substitute in both the equations. So finally, so the corresponding voltage is to be given to the motor at that instant, which is always rotated by the speed of the armature is equal to, so 559 revolutions per minute. Revolutions per minute. So another one is a series motor having a series field resistance of 0.25. So armature resistance is equal to 0.15 ohm is connected across the supply 220 volts at particular load, and load runs at a 200 revolutions per second when drawing 20 amperes from the supply. 20 amperes from the supply. So first, so we have to draw the circuit diagram of a series motor. So that means series field winding is connected, armature connected across the armature, across the supply voltage. So which is equal to V volts, corresponding line current is to be denoted by IL. Line current is to be denoted by IL, and series field RSE, and corresponding current is to be given to the series field winding ISE, and armature current IA. Resistance of armature is equal to RA, and back EMF is equal to EB. Back EMF is equal to EB. So field resistance is equal to 0.25 ohms. 0.25 ohms. So armature resistance is equal to 0.15 ohms. 15 ohms. So which is to be connected to a supply voltage 220 volts. Supply voltage 220 volts. So in this, so generally we know the voltage equation of a series motor. Voltage equation of a series motor is equal to, voltage equation of a series motor E is equal to V minus IA of RA plus RSE. So back EMF EB is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSE. So EB is equal to, or back EMF is to be produced, corresponding current is to be supplied by the motor, is equal to 20 amperes. IA is equal to 20 amperes. So which is to substituting in the given equation, is equal to input voltage is equal to 220 minus armature current is equal to 20 into armature resistance 0.15 plus RSE is equal to 0.25. 0.25. So by simplifying this equation, so when we are getting 212 volts, 212 volts. So this is the first case. So second one is when the determine the speed of the motor when load is to be changed. Load is to be changed, but current is to be increased to 25 amperes. So that means previously armature current is equal to 20 amperes. So which is to be changed to 25 amperes. Which is to be changed to 25 amperes, and flux is also increased by 25%. Flux is also increased by 25%. So this is the first case. So which is equal to EB1. So second case is EB2. So corresponding armature current is to be increased to 25 amperes. So same equations and same parameters is to be substituting in this equation. 220 minus armature current is to be increased to 25 amperes. 0.15 plus 0.25. 0.25. So which is equal to, so again we can simplifying given equation. So which is equal to 210 volts. 210 volts. So then we can find out the speed of a motor. All of you know the back EMF. EB is always directly proportional to phi into N. So this equation is to be comes from the back EMF of a DC motor. EB is equal to Z pi n by 60 into P by A. So in this remaining all parameters are constant except flux and speed. Flux and speed. EB is directly proportional to phi into N. Phi into N. In this EB1 divided by EB2. EB1 divided by EB2 is proportional to flux. So previously which is to be represented by a phi, flux value. So speed of the machine is equal to, speed of the machine is equal to 20 revolutions per second. Revolutions per second divided by second condition, flux is to be increased by 25%. That means 1.25 into phi. So previously flux is equal to phi. So but second condition which is to be increased by 25%. So that means 125%, which is to be denoted by 1.25 into N2. So EB1 is equal to 212 divided by 210 is equal to 20 into 5 divided by 1.25 into 5 into N2. So these two are gets cancelled. So N2 is equal to 212, sorry, 20 into 210 divided by 1.25 multiplied with 212. So finally, so when we are getting 15.85 revolutions per second. So which is to be multiplied with 60. So which is to be converted into minutes is equal to 950.9 revolutions per minute. So this is the second one. So first of all, we know the back EMF equation or voltage equation of a DC series motor, V minus Ia into Ra plus Rse. So which is to be substituting the supply voltage and armature current. In second condition, armature current is to be increased to 20 to 25 amperes. So back EMF is also reduced by 210 volts. So previously current is to be increased as corresponding back EMF is to be reduced as. So which is equal to 210 volts. 210 volts. So by simplifying these two equations, the speed of the machine when we are increasing the armature current, speed is equal to 950.9 revolutions per minute. In case of in revolutions per second, 15.85. So that is the second condition. So third one is a 500 volts shunt motor takes a load current of 100 amperes. So first of all, a 500 volts shunt motor, a total current of 100 amperes runs at a 1200 revolutions per minute. So that means first of all we can draw the shunt motor. So which is equal to armature, so which is to be connected across the field winding across the load. So this is the shunt motor. So which is equal to supply voltage. So a 500 volts which is equal to 500 volts. So corresponding total current is to be given by the armature and field winding is equal to 100 amperes. So which is always runs at a speed of 1200. So N is equal to 1200 revolutions per minute. So shunt field resistance is equal to 50 ohms, which is equal to 50 ohms. So Ra is equal to 0.25. So total losses or constant losses, WC is equal to 2 kilowatts. So which is equal to 2000 watts. So determine the overall efficiency of the motor. So in this, so whenever the field winding as well as armature resistance or field resistance and armature resistance. So first of all we can find out these two currents. So one is the armature current as well as field current. Another one is field current. So armature current is always calculated by subtraction of IL minus IF. So but in case of a IF is equal to field current, IF is equal to voltage. So input voltage divided by RF. So which is equal to 500 divided by 50. 500 divided by 50 is equal to 10 amperes. Armature current is equal to line current minus IF is equal to 100 minus 10 is equal to 90 amperes. So armature current, field current and load current or input current. So these are all parameters is to be calculated. Then so we can find out the overall efficiency of the motor. Is equal to output divided by input. So output of a parameters is equal to input minus losses. divided by input. So input is equal to voltage into current, voltage into current. So VI minus losses, so which is equal to IA square RA minus IF square or IF into V, supply voltage. So voltage drop or power loss is equal to voltage into current, IF into V minus WC, constant losses, divided by input V into I, V into I. So which is to be, when we are substituting the voltage and currents, 500 multiplied with current, so which is equal to 100 amperes minus armature resistance. Armature current is equal to 90 amperes. 90 square into armature resistance is equal to 0.25 minus IF into V. IF is equal to 10 amperes, 10 into voltage, 500 minus WC is equal to 2000 watts. 2000 watts divided by 500 into 100. So finally 500 into 100 is equal to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 90 square into 0.25, so is equal to 2025 minus, so 10 into 500, 5000 minus 2000 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4 into 100. So finally the efficiency of a motor is equal to 81.95, is equal to 81.95%. The efficiency of a motor is equal to 81.95%. So first of all, if you have to find out the efficiency of a motor, so which is equal to WC is equal to 2000 watts, so field current and armature current, so which is to be represented in terms of amps, which is equal to 90 amperes and 10 amperes. So because of input current is always drawn from the supply is equal to 100 amperes, which is to be divided into two parts. One is the armature current and field current. So we can find out the efficiency of a machine or motor is equal to output divided by input. Output can be written as input minus losses divided by input. So input of a motor is equal to voltage into current. So VI minus IA square RA minus IF into V minus WC divided by V into I. So 500 into 100. So we can substituting all the parameters. So finally when we get the efficiency of a motor is equal to 81.95%. 81.95%. Thank you.